Just went from 6 FPS to 20. So, well, that's cool. That pretty much makes the game playable. This is the Dell XPS 13 running on the new City Skylines game. I'm going to test the game out. I'm going to see how well the graphics run. I'm going to give you my insight on how hot the laptop gets and just give you my general thoughts about it and help you decide if this is the laptop you want to get. Okay, so without anything built on the default graphics, I believe high. Let's take a look here. We are running at about 15 FPS. Just pretty bad. On graphics, let's put everything on medium. Okay. Some real power plant. So definitely, yeah, definitely a lot laggier. We're getting about single-digit frame rates here on medium, which we got about 15 FPS, I believe, with about the same graphical settings as like the MacBook Pro. Let's try to change the camera orientation a little bit. It's definitely playable. I mean, I was telling other people earlier that, you know, a city building game, you don't really need a lot of FPS to play it and enjoy it. So as long as the graphics look good and you can build your city, you know, it might be a little annoying for some people, but I mean, look at those graphics. This looks great. You know, I got my housing here, and then let's see, you got the power plant. Where? How come? Yeah, I guess you can't connect the pipes. They have to be separate. Think of this current performance of this laptop. Wait a minute, I just connected them. Okay, never mind. I guess you don't have to have them separate. Let's lower the graphics a little bit because we're getting like 7 FPS, and now we're kind of getting into the unplayable territory. One thing I can tell you about the Dell XPS 13 is when you're gaming, this thing is a lot quieter. This thing is a lot quieter than the MacBook Pros, the Airs. It's got pretty good cooling. I'm pretty impressed. Especially with the weaker GPU. That I think it has the HD 5500. Yeah, especially with the weaker GPU, you'd expect it to work even harder. Try to keep up, you know. But yeah, 6 FPS. Oof, that sucks. Let's see what we can do here to improve that. Let's go into options. We're gonna do low. Let's try everything on low, and then I might even try disabling a few of the features like shadows, because shadows are really kind of taxing on the system. And again, I'm not gonna, I talked about this in other videos, but the shadow distance doesn't seem to affect the FPS, so I'm gonna leave that there. Actually, it should affect it. I don't know why it doesn't. Okay, there we go. We just went from 6 FPS to 20. So, well, that's cool. That pretty much makes the game playable. Did you have any particular games or software you want me to test on this particular laptop? If you do, subscribe, and I'll go ahead and I'll do that for you. On this, which is great, because for a second there I was really worried. So it looks like the HD 5500 appears to work pretty good on low. Not so good on medium. If you want to play on medium, you're going to probably need to get a more capable computer. Probably, I'd say maybe the MacBook Air with its HD 6000 or the Iris 6100. That's probably what you want to do. But then again, you can play this game. And I mean, this is the Dell XPS 13, which, you know, has that amazing screen, the 13-inch screen on an 11-inch body. I mean, come on, that's impressive. I mean, if you look at the MacBook Air 11-inch, you know, it's essentially the same size here, essentially the same size as this one, but with a much smaller screen. So, will this game run? It definitely, most certainly does run, and it's playable, I would say. What really amazed me about this laptop is just how small it is. It's the size of the 11-inch, yet it looks like a 13-inch screen. It's just crazy. It's crazy how good it is. And believe it or not, it doesn't get that flaming hot too. I believe this the carbon fiber doesn't really absorb the heat. So when you feel the laptop, you really don't, like on the MacBook Air, you will feel like it'll get really hot, like right here. I'm not feeling any crazy heat anywhere here. This is just, it's kind of warm, but it's fairly quiet too. Very impressed. So I'm not sure how they managed to cool this particular unit, but it seems to be fairly quiet and doesn't get hot at all. It's really impressive. Even during intense tasks. If you like this video, the greatest compliment I can get is you subscribing. If you have any questions about the Dell XPS 13 or how it runs games or anything at all, leave a comment below because I'm answering them for you guys. I have this laptop and I want to help you guys out. So just let me know what I can do to help you out. Yeah, what do you think about the performance of this particular laptop? I was pretty surprised. I didn't think it would run this good. You know, it's like, come on, this thing is integrated. You know, it's probably going to run pretty terrible, and it actually runs pretty good. Now, keep in mind, though, the HD 5500, while it's good, is not as powerful as the HD 6000. That's what you get in the MacBook Airs, or it's not as powerful as the Iris 6100, which is the most powerful integrated right now. So keep those things in mind when making your decision about which, you know, laptop you want to get.